There is no longer any doubt in your mind about Jesus Christ's promise, because history and faith confirm it. He died on the cross and was resurrected on the third day, just as he told his disciples in Matthew 20:18-19. He said, "We are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be delivered over to the chief priests and the teachers of the law." He continued, "They will condemn him to death and will hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and flogged and crucified." And he confidently proclaimed, "On the third day he will be raised to life." These promises of resurrection have stood the test of time and skepticism alike. In Luke 24:7, Jesus himself emphasized this truth, saying, "The Son of Man must be delivered over to the hands of sinners, be crucified, and on the third day be raised again." His words leave no room for doubt about his divine power and purpose. Since Jesus was resurrected, there is no reason to doubt his promise to return and save humanity from their sins. The resurrection is the ultimate proof of his divine authority and his unwavering commitment to his followers. People need to believe blindly in his promises because faith is a profound act of trust, especially in the absence of physical evidence. God values our trust in him more than physical proof, because faith is what connects us to the divine. This act of believing without seeing is what pleases God most, as Hebrews 11:6 reminds us. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. In John 20:29, Jesus rebuked Thomas, who doubted his resurrection. He told him, "Because you have seen me, you have believed." He then blessed those who have not seen and yet have believed. This blessing is for all believers throughout history who trust Jesus without needing to see physical proof. Our faith is what makes us children of God and heirs of his promises. Jesus' resurrection is not just a historical event, but a spiritual truth that sustains millions worldwide. It is the foundation of Christian hope and the assurance that death is not final. Every time we remember his sacrifice and triumph over death, our faith is renewed and strengthened. His promise to return is a beacon of hope for every despairing soul. We are called to believe in what our eyes cannot see, trusting his divine word and love. Faith in Jesus' promises is a powerful act that unites us with his divine plan for salvation. The message of the resurrection is simple yet profound. Death has lost its grip on those who believe. The empty tomb on that glorious third day proved the truth of his words and the power of God's love. His resurrection assures us that darkness will never prevail over divine light. Jesus' promise is not just for future hope, but a present reality that transforms lives today. Believing without seeing is the ultimate act of faith that pleases God and brings eternal rewards. Every believer is called to hold firmly to this hope, regardless of life's circumstances and doubts. Because Jesus rose from the dead, salvation is available to all who believe and trust in him. His promise to return is the promise of victory over evil and eternal life with God. Let us embrace this truth and share it boldly, inspiring others to trust in the Lord's divine plan. The world needs to hear that Jesus is alive and his promises are true and everlasting. When we believe in his word, even without physical proof, we participate in his divine mystery. This act of faith not only strengthens us, but also glorifies God in our lives. It's time to cast aside doubts and walk confidently in the truth of Jesus' resurrection and promises. His resurrection is the ultimate testament of God's love and power over death, and his promised return assures us that our faith is never in vain. So today, let us renew our belief in his word, trusting completely in his divine promise, because one day, just as he said, Jesus will come again to take us to our heavenly home. His return will be a glorious reunion for all who believed in his divine promise without seeing it initially. Remember, blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed, for they will receive everlasting life.